Hi everyone, Player 9 here. We're now on part 20 of Horizon Zero Dawn. We're in Meridian. We have a mission to go and meet Erand at the Palace of the Sun, so we're going to go and meet the Sun King. So it should be good.
You wouldn't believe what people are charging for a good...
If you remember the last time we had suspicions that Erand's sister may still be alive.
There's a scrap up north.
So we need to follow up on that.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
Excuse me.
I'd like to get married, but to be honest...
The Mad Sun King. Let's have a look at this. The reign of the Mad Sun King. Be warned, reader, that as a true account of the Mad Sun King Erand's acts, these glyphs are blotted in blood. Truly the savageries committed can barely be recounted, so pray to the cleansing sun for yourself and the teller of these tales. You'll learn of the grievous wounds inflicted on foreign lands in the reaping of sacrifice, the Red Raids. For the Mad Sun King would offer a whole generation cut from each village, so they might more willingly supply sacrifices and be harder pressed to fight field fighting men on the next raid. The Utaru, who sought to appease with gifts of grain, were slaughtered in such number that upon the following harvest the maize grew black and blue with the blood of the dead. Against the Oseram, the terror of the sun, piled the corpses of their fallen up to the walls of their villages so as kestrels might clamber upon the dead to enter. And in the valley of the barbarian Nora, terrors of the savage east, such savagery ensued that the trees were drooped with corpses hung as grim warnings. Should you wish to read of the Mad Sun King's depredations against his own people, your curiosity will not go unsated. Within are accounts of the deaths of those sentenced to the Sun Ring, listed in such detail you must think it reported by their own chattering skulls, once piled outside the city gates. Nor will you find a more harrowing account of his massacre of the Hunter's Lodge. Reading these accounts you might imagine yourself among its brave hawks as they fought to the last, bloodying the sand from dawn till dusk, or perhaps in the crowds as the loosened behemoths careened through the stands with the crashing of wood and bone. All these crazed bloodletting did the Mad Sun King take in with his pitiless gaze. Indeed, he would not even look away from the goring of his own son in that ring of death. Yes, fair-haired Cadaman of the dawn's rising, so degraded and doomed for the crime of standing against his father. Such a true and complete account of the Mad Sun King Erand's miseries cannot be found in the history annals, or heard from the reckoning of the Sun Priests. It is with a heavy heart that I ascribe these events, leaving out no shocking detail, but my debt is to history and to you, brave reader. So, yeah, the previous Sun King wasn't a very nice man. Let's go and meet the new one. Take the waypoint off.
Greetings, Aloy. I am known as Blameless Marad. Please come with me. You're needed for an important consultation.
What do you mean? Where's Erand?
He's inside, attending the Sun King, where we should be without further delay. Follow me, please.
All of these people are here to see the Sun King.
Yes, and each has come to ask a favor of him. Unpleasant, but that's politics. The Sun King is eager to meet you, the machine tamer with a curious eye for detail. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
First the Oseram get special treatment, and now outlanders from the savage east? What possible interest could the Sun King have in her?
Passed by some outlander woman? Unacceptable. I've been here for 2 hours, and this Nora goes to the front of the line.
So rude.
Ignore them. Nobles are like children who whine when they don't get a second helping of dessert.
What's the Sun King like?
The most important thing is what he isn't like. His father. I think you'll find him to be a reasonable man.
Aloy of the Nora. She who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service. Erand, tell her what you found.
I checked Ursa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee. I gave it to Ursa when we were kids, fighting over a toy sword.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy among the Oseram. A warlord named Dervahl.
Impossible. Every clan in the claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No other Oseram had the motive and ingenuity to lure Ursa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking somewhere near the border. I've already sent an agent to investigate. He'll be waiting for word from us at the marketplace in Pitchcliff.
I can't move troops to the border without provoking the Oseram. But I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well. Erand, Meridian, let me discuss it with her privately. I hate to impose further after all you've done, but this is a matter of great importance to me.
It sounds like Ursa means a lot to you.
Without her Oseram vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign. Since then, it has been difficult to maintain peace between our tribes. But Ursa has a way of making her people see reason. So you see, I need her back at my side. And quickly.
Who is Dervahl exactly?
To understand Dervahl, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a sun god. His mind was broken. He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. So he raided the other tribes for victims, especially the Oseram. Dervahl fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. My father responded with the ultimate cruelty. He captured Dervahl's wife and daughter and sacrificed them in the Sun Ring.
Yeah.
So, why would Dervahl go to so much trouble to kidnap Ursa?
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized he planned to raise Meridian and butcher its people. And she came to me. Together, we stopped him and liberated the city from my father. Dervahl has spent every moment since trying to get revenge. Mostly on the other Oseram who fought with us. He made so many powerful enemies, I thought we'd seen the last of him. I was wrong.
The killers who attacked the Nora. I've discovered that they're a faction of Shadow Karja called the Eclipse. They're digging up ancient weapons, machines that corrupt and control other machines. They want to use them to strike Meridian.
What you're saying echoes reports I've received from Meridian, a Shadow Karja splinter group. Corrupted machines across the land. When will this attack come, do you know?
I'm not exactly sure.
Then we will do what we can to prepare. But in the meantime, Ursa is my highest priority. Please, help me find her.
The killers who attacked the Nora. I've discovered that they're a faction of Shadow Karja called the Eclipse. They're digging...
What you're saying echoes reports I've received. When will this attack...
I'm not exactly
I
sure.
accidentally pressed the wrong question.
We will do what we can to prepare. But in the meantime...
I'd like to ask you something about the Sundom and its politics.
By all means.
They call you a sun god who killed his own father in order to unite the tribes in harmony. Is any of it true?
They say you can see the invisible, split an arrow at 50 paces, and tame machines at a glance. How much of that is true?
It's not too far off.
Well, I would like to unite the tribes in harmony, but you saw how many courtiers I have to deal with first. Maybe next week.
Quite a place you've got here. You can almost see the little people below the mesa.
You don't approve? Well, I have a secret for you. Neither do I. But we must be patient. Change won't come in a single sunrise.
But will it happen at all, while men live in palaces?
It might. Eventually. If people like you help me bring it about.
I need to get going.
I know. Well, they say kings should never beg. But please, help me find Ursa.
Who says that?
Well, Murad, for one. Don't hesitate to ask him or Erand if you have further questions.
Right.
Aloy, how can I be of service?
It's obvious that you're an advisor to the Sun King, but what is it you do exactly?
Whatever is needed, of course.
Are you always so evasive?
It depends.
You were right about Avad. He seems genuine.
He is the Sun King. I serve him the best I can. What else would you have me say?
Huh. Did you serve the last one as best you could too?
Well, I served him to his enemies. It was the best I could do for the Sundom.
What did you do?
Nothing I could be blamed for.
Sounds to me like you're a spy.
There are many helpful voices in the Sundom and beyond. I like to think of myself as a good listener.
So why do they call you Blameless Murad?
Well, it depends on who you mean by they, and what they might wish to blame me for.
Talking to you is tiring.
So they say.
What will I find at the border?
An outpost full of Oseram, most of whom want nothing to do with Dervahl. Still, he inspires great loyalty in those who fought with him against the last Sun King. He will not be caught alone. And don't forget, he is a master craftsman. Nothing delights him more than his dangerous toys.
I have to go.
Then you must.
Right, off to Pitchcliff, which is all the way up here. So, fast travel. It's a long way. Okay, we'll head off. I was trying to see if there was an easier way of getting up there, but there isn't. I'll have to get a lift. see if we can stop
Here
and
we
get
go
some
again.
medicine on the way. Fox. 2 boxes. Our fire kill route inventory is full, which is actually helpful because it looks a lot like their medicine. So we won't get confused. Stay away from snapmaws. That I think is a Ravager. It's a corrupted zone. Whoa! I don't know what that was, and I don't want to stop around and find out. It's a very dangerous part of the world. What are those tramplers?
Now they're hunting me.
Let's stop and save our game. So we're not far from Pitchcliff. Okay, Pitchcliff's up here.
This must be Pitchcliff. Murad's agent should be at the marketplace by now.
Don't tell me she's gone.
No sign of Murad's guy. He's had plenty of time to investigate.
We'd better look for him.
Damn right.
Well, someone left here recently, and they were in a hurry.
Has to be Murad's guy. Dervahl's thugs must have made him.
Maybe because he found something. Look at this. I think he drew a map with his own blood.
Right. Those kind of maps you know you better follow.
That might be Pitchcliff. He marked a spot to the north. Could be Dervahl's location.
And my men are waiting outside of town. I'll grab them and meet you there.
Where's Deval's count? Oh, it's right up there. Okay.
Sure about this something.
I bet there's lots of machines waiting for us.
I'll find a use for you.
What do we have here? Ravages? Oh, speaking of which, we have some skill points to use. I'm going to use Silent Sprint. That will help us to get past. How silent we're going to be, I've no
Let's
idea.
do this.
Not overly silent. And stamp more, thank you very much. That's what we wanted. Did we get away? Some machines chained up.
Machines. Looks like they've been chained up.
Dervahl's a tinker. He probably experiments on them or strips them for parts.
Maybe I can use them to make some trouble. I'll go in first. Hold off until the fighting starts.
All right, we've got your back.
Part of let me go in first, do you not understand? Okay, we'll try to do this stealthily.
I hope so.
Take him down, this dumbbag.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
Ha! Gotcha now!
Whoa, where did you come from? Out the Ravager's cannon.
Looks with me.
Maybe. Gather the rest of the resources while they try and take them out.
For Meridian! Show them how we do things in the clay! Let's see how they like this!
This Ravager's cannon's got anything left. Why is nobody else firing? They're supposed to be working together.
Asaram, don't back down!
Here somewhere. Let's find her.
Well, I don't have a lot of medicine left. Definitely need these health potions. Yeah, that's a Ravager.
That hurt it.
Well hit with freeze arrows, but that doesn't really help.
I'll give you this. You try.
Right, let's go. We need to be around here.
Derval says you gotta eat dirt.
For the claim!
Keep your defense up!
Here's a shot.
Ursa must be in there. We have to get through.
There must be a way to get through. It's blocked. Must be one of Derval's paralyzers. Stay put until I find a way past it. They must use these to protect themselves from that awful sound.
Ursa!
Erand? Dervahl tried to break me. Shows what he knows.
I should have been with you. Why didn't you come for me? I know I'm a useless trunk, but...
No, idiot. I got a message from Dervahl saying he wanted to parlay. I didn't come for you because I knew it was a trap. I couldn't let you get hurt. Just didn't think it'd be that good a trap. Thought I could take him out. Now listen. Dervahl's planning something big in Meridian. He said he'd force Avad to watch as the smoke darkens their precious sun. Your king needs you. No more playing around. You're gonna have to grow up fast.
I will. I promise.
You damn well better, little brother.
Oh no.
Ursa. No, no. Please. I won't let you down. I promise.
Erand, I'm so sorry.
You've got to find Dervahl. But Meridian's a big place.
I'll look through his things. Maybe we can narrow it down. What's Dervahl learned from all his tinkering? Do I even want to know?
We have too many modifications.
Dervahl's records, maybe. Just notes about crafting. Oh, and a letter tucked between the pages. Lots of blaze. Headed to Meridian. If we find it, I'll bet we find Dervahl too. I think I found something that can help. Let's head back to the palace.
Go. I won't be long, but I need to tend to my sister.
Okay. The sun shall fall. The Oseram warlord Dervahl kidnapped and tortured Ursa, who later died of her wounds. Now he's on his way to Meridian to take revenge on the Carja. He must be stopped at all costs, so we need to go to the Palace of the Sun in Meridian, which is all the way down here. So we'll do that next. Before we do that though, we need to go down here and get some more medicine for a pouch, because otherwise we won't be able to fight anybody. Okay, so we're back at the Meridian. We're going off to the Sun Palace. I've just been to stock up on some medicine. It's hard to find outside. But we have enough to see us through. Let's see if a merchant.
Yes. Yes. I will leave you to the hunt. Be sure to delve. You're everything I'm not. Strong, brave, active. Come, talk a spell.
Yeah, we've spoken to him before.
To take over my brother's ship, sure as a woman atop it.
A lot of treasure boxes, so we need to empty these out. What modifications do we have? Got too many green ones. Okay, that'll do.
Some Oseram girl applied to the city guard.
Well, we also need to modify our weapons, because we just picked up a damage modification, 43% damage, so if we can have that on our main bow, that would be really helpful. Have we got anything else for handling as well? No, it's this one, 32% handling. That should help us to manoeuvre it. Sharp shot bow, that could do with some handling as well. Let's do a war bow. Okay, let's go see the king.
Don't let your guard.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let everyone know.
If there's anything you or your clan need for her arrangements, you need but ask. I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope, seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Dervahl. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Dervahl. The name was Erand Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. It used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Dervahl used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erand, wait. Remember that no one hates Dervahl more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Erand didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
She's not the one who's suffering now. You are. She died before you could say goodbye.
Is it that obvious? You're right. I'm dwelling on my pain, not just hers. And there's only one thing left that can help. Find Dervahl and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
Right, go to the warehouse.
Should be there fighting machines.
We're ready for this.
Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
Take a look at these wares.
Been here 3 times this week.
Right. Shellwalker Hut. We need that for our resources satch is full. Okay. Let's drop some resources then. We'll protect the heavy Shellwalker Hut. A lot of these we need to sell anyway. Let's go to a merchant and sell them.
Won't find better wares.
What did you want to talk about?
You were an outlander, no? An adventurer. I used to be one myself. I admit, I miss the beguiling colors of the wilds. Speaking of which, I wonder if you've come across a very special kind of flower. It's made of metal, like a machine. Other blossoms grow around them in amazing patterns. These gleaming beauties are very much in demand among my clients. If you bring me some, I have valuables to trade for them. Till we meet again, my noble Nora. Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives.
Dawn's coming.
Come, let's talk it over.
Won't cost you a shard just to look. Worst reputation.
Okay, let's sell some resources. loads of chill water. Let's sell loads of those. And I think we're done. So we need to buy a Shell Walker heart.
I'll support a Karja merchant over in Oseram any day.
You'll like what I have for sale, I promise. Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road. Come take a look.
He's haggling.
Give you a good price.
These Oseram will fleece you given half a chance.
Han Kadish once again leads the Hunter's Lodge.
Won't cost you
Take a look at these wares.
That was the normal merchant. That's who we need to find.
Wouldn't mind a bite and a drink, but
Would you like to buy something today?
Right, there's two merchants over here.
you'll like what I have for.
Nor Protector Heavy, we'll go with that. And we need to modify it. Resist melee attacks. And stealth. Okay, right, let's go to the warehouse.
The sun has risen on a new day.
Able-bodied adventurers,
Oh,
preferably
speak
with
to
no
you.
friends or family. But I'm Outlander. Are you looking for? Wait, I know your face. You came back. How did we fare?
Expensively.
That's what I was afraid of.
The tame machines... It's hard to explain, but there was a kind of signal that calmed them. Your men got greedy, so it's gone now.
Gambling's a shoddy job, girl. I should have been a weapons dealer. That's steady work. Here, take it. The half I'd owed those hammer-handed chunks.
Half? I finished the job. And what was it you said? Enough to buy a more becoming garb?
What do you want? Karja silks? Ah, hoisted on my own purse strings.
Right, where's the warehouse? Here it is.
This is the place. You home, Derval? I got a surprise for you.
Oh,
Or is this a surprise for us?
For the blaze.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look too big.
Big enough to kill us.
All right, I'll shut up.
Blaze. It must be leaking from something upstairs. If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off.
That's a lot of blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Derval promised. Smoke will darken the sun. As the city goes up in flames, there's gotta be a way to stop it. It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong. Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force, I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push. Ugh.
We did it! Dervahl's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Dervahl said he'd make a VOD watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Dervahl's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. He tries for the palace. He's finished.
Boot tracks. It's just a bit of blaze in them.
Right, let's follow the trail.
You in a reasonable share of a lucrative get to the fire and set up a bucket line.
When you're in the thick of it.
Find goods for a fair price.
Won't find better wear.
What happened?
I haven't heard a blast like that since the liberation.
A moment of your time, Outlander?
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa.
Are we under attack?
The tracks lead inside. Another one of Dervahl's hideouts. This must be where Dervahl assembled the detonator. He tunneled through the wall. Dervahl did find a way into the palace.
Okay, in we go.
Who, me?
Grab some medicine while we're here. It's probably no, it's this way, right.
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Karja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench, and choke on the ashes. Something's wrong. It didn't... I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner! What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's.
Oh dear.
Something there.
Why does Avad always have a lady?
Oh. Stupid.
Can we finish this? I've got a sun god to kill. I've led an army, killed kestrels and ravagers, and can we finish this? I've got a sun god to kill. I've led an army, killed kestrels and ravagers.
Whoa!
Which is nothing.
Expected you. Come on.
Why does Avad always have his ladies do the fighting? I've led an army, killed kestrels and ravagers. A savage is nothing.
Just leave loads of traps for him.
Can we finish this? I've got a sun god to kill.
Where's the other guy? There he is.
Sorry to spoil your fun.
It's not over yet, Nora. Any good Oseram tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
Looks like we're introduced.
Wonderful. Right, let's go back to that one. And they send out, oh, they send out freeze, don't they? Right, let's...
I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way.
Shoot them down. if you like fighting it. Nobody likes fighting the Glint Hawks. It's just easy just to set them on fire. Way, wonderful. Just what I need. Damn it. Oh, I've got an extra skill point.
Hot. Everything's sweating.
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Erand, you'll screw it up!
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
Okay. Well, he's taken care of. I hate fighting Glint Hawks.
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Were you and Ursa, you know,
I suppose it's obvious how I feel. How I felt about her. She didn't just give me advice. She gave me strength. But we couldn't be together. Relations between the Karja and Oseram and Meridian were unsteady as it was. The union of the Sun King and an Oseram warrior would have led to open revolt in the city. And probably war with the clans.
Did anyone know?
Only one. Dervahl. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful motivations.
What exactly will happen to Dervahl?
For now, he'll languish in one of the old cells under the Sun Ring here in Meridian. As for what happens after we negotiate his extradition to Mainspring, I don't want to think about it. My father was very creative when it came to inflicting suffering. But some Oseram devices surpass even his imaginings. What a waste. Dervahl is a brilliant man. I wonder what he would have accomplished if it weren't for my father's cruelty.
I know who attacked the Nora. A faction of Shadow Karja called the Eclipse. They're digging up ancient machines, weapons they want to use to strike Meridian.
I see. What you're saying echoes whispers I've heard from Murad. A Shadow Karja splinter group, corrupted machines across the land. When will the attack come, do you know?
I'm not sure yet.
Then we will do what we can to prepare. Keep me informed if you learn more.
Aloy. I was just thinking about Ursa. She would have killed Dervahl on the spot. I know it. That's why she went out to meet him in the first place, to put him down. But she also told me to grow up. I gotta admit it burned a little when she said that, but I'm trying to take it to heart. And I guess growing up means putting what you should do in front of what you want to do. Right?
You're asking me? I'm pretty sure you're older.
Yeah, but I don't act like it, do I?
You did with Dervahl.
Yeah, don't give me too much credit. Part of me still wants to wait for a quiet moment and wring his neck.
Yeah, but you won't. Because you're a good captain.
Come on, stop. You're gonna make me tear up.
So, after all this, what's next for Erand Vanguardsman?
Heading back to the claim for a while. I'll get in touch with my clan and we'll lay Ursa to rest properly. Like how she would have wanted. And by that I mean less chit-chat, more drinking.
What do you think the Oseram will do to Dervahl?
First off, they'll argue about it for a long time. But whatever they come up with, it won't be quick. I can live with that. In fact, I might just drop by his cell under the Sun Ring to remind him what's coming.
Well...
I know. You gotta go. Killers to track, machines to master. All before breakfast. You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle of nowhere. Now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time. Try not to forget about me while you're out there changing the world.
I'll always have a minute for you. Maybe even two.
Two? Huh. She likes me.
Okay, that is it. We've completed that mission. Saved the Sun King. The Karja are very happy with us. That's quite the traps I've left down here. Right, I'm not sure what we're going to do in the next one, but there is more to do. Thanks very much, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.